Hi everyone, welcome to Thursday. Thanks for joining me for another webisode. Up on the show today on our bargain beer reviews, we have tipping the scales at 3.8% ABV, costing me £1 from supermarket Asda, or Walmart as you might call it in North America. It is their Artesian Dark Ale. No licensures this week. Dedication though to Uncle Jonah. Because he did a review of one of their beers and he also called it Artesian, which is the correct pronunciation. It's not artisan, it's Artesian. Plain cap. Quite interesting one. As many of you can tell from the shape of this bottle, this is made and brewed by Shepherd Neame, who are the oldest brewer here in the UK. So let's get it popped and pulled and see what she's like. Came out the fridge about half an hour ago. Nice bit of hiss, not a great deal of can of smoke. Now, today's glass is we have our famous Duvel, non-nucleated. Give it a nice pour, see what she's like. Now, quick reminder, to be a bargain beer on my show, you've got to cost £1.25 English pence or less for a 500ml bottle. You could be a bigger bottle, you could be a smaller bottle. However, prorated ratioed, £1.25 English pence, 500ml equivalent. That's how you get a guest slot on Thursday. Right, artwork, a bit Christmassy I think, but it does look like something that you and I could knock up in fairly rapid succession on clip art on your computer. Well, it's probably moved on since then. Photoshop, I can't think what's a Photoshop is like your kids version, is it? Is it light? Can't remember, but I think Photoshop is like your consumer version, and then you've got a pro version called something else that's about 5 times the price, but what all the pro photographers use. But Light Shop, that's it. Right, sorry, we digress. There you go. Colour wise, that you could call, I'm sure some aficionados might call that a dark, deep dark amber, but for me that's a bit of a dark brown horse chestnutty type colour. We've got probably a 2/3 of a finger head of medium to compact bubbles. Let's give it a bit of a twirl, Anthea. Let's go in for a sniff and see what we get. Right, that is a little bit of hops. I know that being Shepherd Neame, they use their sort of house hop, as it were, is East Kent Goldings, which is a beautiful hop. Look at that, pretty good carbonation for a beer of this colour. Even style. That head actually increases with a bit of swirling. Aroma, bit spicy, bit like dark fruity as well. Maybe sort of things that you might put into like a Christmas cake, something like that. So maybe a bit sort of Christmassy feel to it, even though it's not necessarily a Christmassy type beer. Intrigued. Right, malt on the back end, but the fruit, dark fruit. Oh, right, looking forward to this. Cheers, everyone. Biscuit malts, nutty, bittering really sort of kicking in now. Maybe a 3 out of 5 on my palate on bittering. Not overly sweet, nutty, quite dry on the back end as well. That spice is kicking in. Maybe a bit sort of white pepper, not black but white pepper on that. Not quite as harsh, which makes me think there might be a bit of fuggles in there potentially. That little bit of nut flavour. And there's almost in there is, for those of you who do home brewing, if you made a really bad like Rausch beer that was a complete disaster, where it hasn't got any smokiness in it, this is maybe like that, in as much that it's got a tinge of smokiness in there, but not a lot. Which then begs the question, why have it in there in the first place? A bit like shoes with tassels. I saw somebody in actually at a beer festival not so long back. Had a beautiful pair of them in that they leather soled shoes, beautiful design from the side and the back, etc. But they had a tassel on them, so it was just one thing too much, and that one thing too much maybe ruined the shoes completely. And not only that, he was about 40, and men of 40 to 50 years old shouldn't wear shoes with tassels. It's not right. It's not right. I'm sorry. Anyway, we digress a little. That, I think it's more of a Christmassy beer, but I don't think when they brewed it they were necessarily shooting to have it as a Christmas type beer. Very fruity, great taste on that. I actually quite like that, and for £1 you can't really go wrong on that. I am going to give that a score of a very respectable. Look at that now. Look, pours beautifully. That's going to be a 8 out of 10. Thanks for watching, everyone. See you again real soon for another bargain beer review. Be seeing you.